Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one lined up for you today. Bahrain and the JPM coin. What's going on with that? And how about what's going on with this? Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather being sued over a crypto project. We're also going to hear Jack Dorsey and friends have put together a Bitcoin defense fund. What do you suppose that's for? Jay Powell report on digital currency. We'll hear from him himself. And major banks cutting overdraft fees. How are they able to do that, I wonder? And how about this news? Ripple case expert discovery being reported that there is a 1-month delay coming. I don't know what's going on, but somebody roll that beautiful intro. We're going to find out.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove, and everything that we're talking about here today. $2.044 trillion market cap on this day. It's January 12th, 2022. 4.30%. We are up on the crypto space, and who's upset about that? Not this guy. Right now, Bitcoin is at 43,000 plus, and we see Ethereum at 3,300, almost even. And Solana, is 142 and change, and Cardano $1.25. And we see here XRP is 77 cents. Let's take a look at the range of price very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. 0.7347 on the bottom and 0.7803 on the top. Remember, support line at 65 cents. If we slip and lose it. And remember this, numbers are brought to you by PureVPN, ladies and gentlemen. You can defend against MITM attacks, leave no digital traces of your identity. And you can do that and get your protection for 5 years at 88% off for $1.33 a month at PureVPN. Just go to the page, my YouTube channel, any description box, and click the link right here. Boom, just like that. Or in the comment section in every video. Make sure you check it out. Let's take a look at this, because I believe this is falling into a trend that we may see more of. Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather are being sued for allegedly scamming investors in a cryptocurrency called Ethereum Max. Now, I don't know the details of the case, and we're not going to dive into that, but what I want to show you now is look at this. Jack Dorsey, Alec Morkos, and Martin White are in the news today after they published an email to Bitcoin developers establishing a Bitcoin legal defense fund. The main purpose of this fund is to defend developers from lawsuits. Now, do you think any of this is stemming from the SEC versus Ripple case and the fact that the SEC recently has come out and distanced herself from the William Hinman letter? Oh, they had said clearly in the last handful of weeks, SEC has made no determination for clarity on any digital asset, Bitcoin, Ether, or Ethereum 2.0, or any other for that matter. And I think that's exactly why you're seeing this fund be created. Because look, here's the understanding too. If we understand collectively, and obviously Jack Dorsey does too, that the pounding of the ground here, right? The rattling of the swords, the sabers rattling here from the SEC is that no asset has clarity. They are now mounting up a legal defense fund for Bitcoin developers because of the actions of the Securities Exchange Commission, Commodities Futures Trade Commission, and the Treasury Department have announced more than $120 million in penalties aimed at digital currency exchanges. They can feel that this is not over by a long shot because of the lack of clarity that exists in the space thus far. Now, with that being said, that means because nothing has clarity, the fact that the SEC and Ripple lawsuit is in play, which, by the way, you're about to hear some not favorable news for any of us that are XRP holders here in a second, but because that lawsuit is in play, that means we are further along in this space into getting the clarity that we need beyond where Bitcoin and Ethereum stand with the regulator itself. So that, to me, is pretty exciting when you think of that. And what is to come for Ethereum, right? Knowing what we all know about that. So this is getting interesting, and I think Jack Dorsey and friends are preparing for such an attack from the SEC in the coming months. Bahrain completed a digital payments trial with JPM Morgan Coin. This is getting interesting now. Ripple also partnered with Bahrain to launch CBDCs. Take a look at this really quickly here. So this is CoinGap right here, and it says, with support from JPM's blockchain Onyx, Bahrain has now successfully completed a trial run. JPM Morgan Coin looks to explore digital payment system financial technology at large. While they carried the trial out by the Central Bank of Bahrain, 2 other organizations were also involved here. It says Mamana-based ABC Bank and National Aluminum Smelter Aluminum Bahrain, ALBA. It says Central Bank of Bahrain look to blockchain technology, as we all have understood for quite some time here. And it goes on to talk about the pioneering technologies and all of this. You know, I don't need to read the rest of it to you here, but we do understand that Ripple is also partnered with Bahrain as central bank as well. Speaking of central banks, let's talk about the Fed. Jerome Powell says the delayed Fed report on digital currencies will be released in weeks. Well, you know what? Let's just hear from the man himself, and shout out to Rod Hop for this clip. Now, forgive me, because the senator is going to ask him this question is like, his mic is so hot. I'm going to try to really turn this down. And then Jerome Powell's mic is very, very faint, and I will try to pump it back up. Listen here.
When you last appeared before I also asked you about an expected Fed report on digital currencies. You indicated that delays in releasing the report were because the Fed wanted to ensure that their analysis was correct and to complete and that a release was expected in the coming weeks. However, that report still has not been released. Do you have an update you can share on the status of the report? And are there problems with sharing this report with Congress and the public, and what the Fed may be proposing with respect to possibly centralizing public digital currency?
So the report really is ready to go, and I would expect we will drop it. I hate to say it again, in coming weeks, but it really is in a situation where it's ready to go. The fall for us, given changes in monetary policy and other things going on, it was hard to we didn't get it quite to where we needed to get it, but it's effectively there now. And I will tell you, it's within weeks we will be publishing it. And by the way, it's more going to be an exercise in asking questions and seeking input from the public, rather than taking a lot of positions on various issues. Although we do take some positions.
Now, I'm pausing it right there because that's really the end of what we need to hear. But I do want to make the point here that what do we know about government? Generally speaking, when they're taking public comment, whatever it is they're planning to do has already been done, right? That is an optics play to make it look like you've got a voice, right? But the reality is they've already decided what they're going to do. And he's as much as said so. So this is going to get interesting now that we're going to release the report within weeks. Really, I have to say, really does, concern me, because we heard that last summer, right? And we never got the report. So we'll see what's happening. But there's some incentive around the world here, because I tell you, China is not stopping what they're doing. So keep that in mind. So Federal Reserve Chairman Powell, private stablecoins can coexist with digital dollar. So this is some of the revealing of what they understand about this report, right? So although this report may be poised from a position of, well, we're just looking for public comment, they already understand that the private stablecoins can coexist with the digital dollar. I firmly believe that we're going to see the actual USD coin from Jeremy Allaire, who reports here today or yesterday. Chairman Powell today said dollar stablecoins and future CBDCs will coexist, as we just told you. We agree at Circle. But let's get behind the digital dollar dollars that are here on competing to be currencies of the internet today, not years from now. This is the point, ladies and gentlemen. With a public-private relationship, we could have the digital dollar right now. And in fact, I believe that we do. I believe that the USD coin is that public-private relationship to be made, and it is all but short a crowning of it being the official public-private relationship digital dollar stable coin. And of course, they could still have a CBDC. Who knows? Maybe that CBDC is even XRP. We could see. We'll find out. A kindler, friendlier bank, says Michael Val 5 Links here, Hall of Famer. Bank of America customers who are sick of fees may breathe a sigh of relief in 2022 as the bank says it will eliminate non-sufficient fund fees in February and lower its overdraft fees from $35 to $10 in May. And that's exactly what it says in this article right here. And I tell you, you have to wonder, with the fee structure and business model of the banking system being much a $35 overdraft fee, how is it that they're able to instantly offer this savings to their clients? Is it because they know that there's going to be some kind of economic correction, some kind of correction in the market, and people will be stressed to be able to handle such a thing? Or is it that they've adopted some new operating systems, protocols that allow them to operate in such an efficient manner that they can start to pass savings on to their customers? I don't know. But we do know Bank of America is a Ripple partner in other areas. So we will keep an eye on how that's able to happen. This, to me, is some really, really explosive news here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it can be overstated. XRP can now be sent to human-readable addresses. And here's how. We're talking about the XUMM wallet. We'd say when XRP Labs, more than 500,000 XUMM users will therefore be able to send and receive money through XUMM's brand new function with Fio Protocol, Fio Send. Crypto users can replace their cumbersome auto-generated addresses with human-readable cash tags, handles, if you will, not unlike Cash App. Mobile application users can choose from the Fio crypto handle in the format of Alice at website or Satoshi Nakamoto at XUMM. This is fantastic because you're now normalizing the experience the way we all use something like PayPal or Venmo or a Cash App, the way it was cited there. It says unique handles can be claimed on Fio Protocol website starting from January 11th, which was yesterday. Unique crypto handles can be claimed on the main website of Fio Protocol for free. Also, Fio Send has a function to prevent money from being transferred to the wrong address as well. Fio Protocol is a multi-blockchain infrastructure vendor. It has advanced UX UI of many payment protocols on various blockchain networks. Exciting, exciting stuff, really bringing it. And this is Fio Protocol. You can follow them there. And if you look in their profile description, you can see that they have the link to their site as well to check out that name. So make sure you check it out. There's even more good news when it comes to the XRP ledger. It's in the NFT world now. Shout out to Brad Garlinghouse and Nick Bogelis right here. He says, new year, new XRP ledger capabilities. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. I know how long people have waited for this, so I'm excited to let everyone know, says Nick, that the new XLS-20 based NFT DevNet is now available for anyone who wants to begin testing the proposed native NFT extensions to the XRP ledger. Now, understanding how efficient and how cheap and inexpensive these transaction fees for the XRP ledger, what do you think that is going to look like to anyone who is a developer in the NFT world or has a business or project in the NFT space? I think you are going to see it's going to look like like a brush fire. Right? It's just going to spread so quickly. Now, let's take a look at this because it gets a little heavier here. We're talking about the SEC versus Ripple, ladies and gentlemen. And this just in, this just in. Early this morning, it was 12 a.m. this morning, Eleanor Tarrant on the job says expert discovery deadline in the Ripple versus SEC case will be pushed back a month due to the rapid spread of the recent variant here. A source close to the case tells Fox Business a letter outlining this new motion will be filed in court as early as tomorrow. So that could either be later today or actually tomorrow on the 13th. We will keep an eye out for it, no doubt about it. And if you have not done it, this is the link right here. Go to Johnny Deaton on Twitter and contact information for class action lawsuit. This guy represents all of us. It is not Ripple's job to represent XRP holders. That is what John Deaton is doing. If you have not signed up for that class action lawsuit, your information can remain anonymous. You do not have to give up your holdings or talk about them or anything. You just literally have to give your name and information there and tell them in the comment section you'd like to remain anonymous. It's that simple. Now, here's something I'm pretty excited about, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pitchman VC. I'm now working with PitchmanVC.com, and they're looking for, if you're looking, they're a fintech blockchain marketing incubator, looking for funding and promotion. We want to hear your idea. And this really reminds me of like a Shark Tank for fintech, blockchain companies, projects that really are looking for either some kind of, promotion or funding in some way. And this is exciting. So it helps you connect with what you need. So if you go to this site at pitchmanvc.com and you submit your idea or your project or business or whatever it is and tell them what you're looking for, whether it's either funding or promotion, they will check it out. That's going to do it for me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Share with somebody you know. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Check out all the links in the description and comment box. They are products and services I use each and every day. And they are trusted, vetted links. Be very careful what you click on out here. And there's great specials and deals, but you got to click the links. Catch you on the next one.